Hello, you my YouTube friends. Quarantining Dave Wilson here. Got the results today. I've got COVID, so I'm just taking it easy. Luckily, I was vaccinated and had the booster shot, so it's not been too bad. But what I've been doing since right after Christmas is trying to come up with a better way to feed my filament and detect whether it runs out or a jam. So one of the things I did a lot of research, but I bought a Big Tree Tech smart filament sensor, and it works. I got it to work. The thing I don't like about it, it's somewhat expensive, not too bad, about $20, but it's very heavy, and it's hard to mount it. A lot of people have mounts designed, but since I was going to need 4 or 5 of them, I thought, well, I'll just keep looking around, and I found a lot of different designs. I've tested about 6 of them. I finally ended up with, it was between this one and this one right here. They both use a little LED sensor that the wheel breaks the light, and when it basically, when it counts a blip, it compares that to about the filament it should be using. So it's sort of complicated. I'll try to put some information in the description, but the way these work, these sensors are really cheap. They're about $1 or $2 a piece, and then everything else I just 3D printed. Now what I liked about this one, it uses they both use 608 bearings, but this one, what I did, I tried something different. I started printing in ABS, the black part, and then I switched a layer to TPU, Ninja Flex. And that way I've got a grippy surface so that when the filament moves through it, it turns that little disc. And I'll show you on this one how that works. But you can see the light flashing. So that sends a pulse to the board. And right now I've got set up for 75 millimeters. If it doesn't see a pulse every 75 millimeters, it knows something's wrong. I'm trying to get that shorter, but and that's why I've come up with this design, trying to constrain the filament a little bit better, so that as it moves back and forth, it still does a good job pulling filament. This was an earlier design, and it works, but I just didn't like the way the mechanics of the spooling work. One of the goals I had originally was try to mount 2 or 3 rolls of filament and be able to switch just by feeding it through the sensor. But I think I've given up on that one. I saw this design, and I really like it. It lets the filament roll easily and mounts it above, and still working on it. This is the first attempt I've tried, but what I want to do is get the filament off of the printer so that the weight and the mass doesn't affect any of the print qualities. It's just sort of floating in midair. So this is the first time I showed it, and they're both working, and I'm pretty happy with it. But sure like to hear any comments you have on this. I'll put some links to the Thingiverse original designs, and then I'll post a remix when I get this all ironed out. Thanks for watching.